It's actually been great. It's great to get on the field. The players have been very motivated, excited to be back out there. You can see as much as you can with individual workouts. You can see the camaraderie because we bring at a minimum 8 players, sometimes 12 if we're using 3 fields. But when we're using 2, it's 8. So, it's been good. The guys have worked very hard. Our fitness staff did a really good job while the guys were in quarantine and not allowed to do individual workouts with us. And I would also say that the individual protocol has worked very well, and the club that put it together did a pretty good job.
Peter, you talked about the fitness. That was your biggest concern, getting back to playing and what the fitness would be like for your players. How would you assess the overall fitness level of the guys now?
I would just say that the guys have at least maintained some foundation of fitness. I think what's hard is when you can't play against each other, 4v4, 5v5, and all the way up to 11v11. It's very difficult to look at game fitness, but the guys did a good job of keeping a solid foundation of fitness, and that piece has happened pretty darn well. And like I said, I commend our fitness staff as well for what they were doing on a regular basis with the guys.
Peter, I'd imagine that Kansas City is a little different in terms of some of the stuff than back east out here. But what's the sense of, from you on the Orlando plan, and also whether you're hearing anything from your players about whether they're any worried?
So I'll be honest with you, we're not really brought up to speed too much about the idea of that plan. I mean, I've heard about it as well. The specifics, I don't know a ton. I know that there's been discussion with the players. To be honest with you, from my point of view, all I'm interested in is a game date, because then it's easy for me to work backwards from there. It's really hard as we're going forward right now. I have individual training to be preparing for something that we don't know yet. What is the date of that, first game? And so it's really reverse engineering. I need to know the game date, and then I can work backwards from there. Regarding the players, obviously they're working with the Players Union and the CBA and the league. That has nothing to do with me. So to be honest with you, I have stayed completely away from that piece of it. But I will say that the tournament aspect, whether it's a tournament aspect, we've talked about one where there's 4 cities. I've heard 1 city. At the end of the day, I think all of us as teams want to get back to playing games as soon as possible, for so many different reasons. But and I would say the players, I think, want to do that as well. But we all want to make sure we're doing it in a safe environment, and also we're doing it in a meaningful way.